Let's get started on Lesson 21 problem set that covers solving two-step problems involving all four operations and assessing the reasonableness of answers. So you'll notice that this is the same as the last lesson that we did, except the last lesson just covered multiplication and division problems. This lesson has addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. Problem number 1. Jason earns $6 per week for doing all his chores. On the 5th week, he forgets to take out the trash, so he only earns $4. Write and solve an equation to show how much Jason earns in 5 weeks. Well, let's look at this tape diagram first. I know that I have two problems because I'm working on solving two-step problems. So first, Jason earns $6 per week for doing his chores. I see that right here. On the 5th week, so that means that he does his chores for 4 weeks, and then on the 5th week here, we see that he's only earning his $4. So I need to figure out how much money Jason earns in 5 weeks. To do that, I can figure out 4 weeks and then my 5th week. So for right now, I'm just going to pretend like this part of my tape diagram isn't here. I'm just going to look at these 4 boxes. I know that for 4 weeks, he earns $6 each week. So how can I show that on my tape diagram? I can put 6 dots in each box. Because I see here that each box is 6. Now remember, I'm not doing this last box because I'm pretending like it's not here, and the bracket shows me that it's only worth 4. So, if that last bracket says that it's worth 4, how many dots would I put there? 4. Okay, my big bracket at the bottom is for my total. I have 4 groups of 6, or 4 times 6. Well, if I flip-flop that, it's 6 times 4. And 6 times 4 is 24. And don't forget your dollar signs. Now, that's just for these boxes. What do I need to do with this $4? I need to add it. $24 for the first 4 weeks plus another $4 for the 5th week equals $28. So in my box, I can put $28. Jason earns $28. So, see how we had to solve 2 problems to find the answer? Let's move on to problem 2. Problem 2 says, Miss Leanto orders 4 packs of 7 markers. After passing out 1 marker to each student in her class, she has 6 left. Label the tape diagram to find out how many students are in Miss Leanto's class. So, I see that she orders 4 packs of 7 markers. That's my first tape diagram. So, over here on the side, this is something that's new. It's a label for my tape diagram. So, I'm going to label over on the side what I'm trying to find. I'm going to put an M for markers. I'm trying to find out how many markers. I know that there are 7 in each group. So you can write the number 7 or you can put 7 dots. Now we need to find out the total. How can I find the total? I can count, or I can do 4 groups times 7 in each group equals. I know that 7 plus 7 is 14. 14 plus 14 is 28. So there are 28 markers. Now, that's not answering my question. After passing out 1 marker to each student, she has 6 left. We're trying to find out how many students are in her class. So my second tape diagram is for finding out how many students. So you could write an S for students or write the word students. What do you think this first part of our tape diagram is for? Well, the first part of our tape diagram is going to be our unknown, how many students there are. This part of our tape diagram are the 6 markers that she has left. I know that the whole thing needs to be 28 markers, just like it is at the top. So that means I need to do 6 markers over here, and then I can put all of the rest of the markers in this first box until I get to 28. 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. If you're not done drawing your dots, just click pause until you finish. So, if I have all the rest of my dots in this first box, I need to count them to figure out how many that is. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22. 22 markers. So if she passed out 22 markers, that means that she has 22 students. How could I have written a number sentence for this bottom tape diagram? Well, I started with 28 markers. I knew that I passed some markers out, so that means I'm subtracting. If I'm subtracting, am I subtracting? I can subtract an unknown and get my answer, or I can flip-flop and subtract my known to get my unknown. See how we switched those around? But just remember, in subtraction, the total goes in the beginning, just like with division. So notice we have used addition and subtraction, and both of our problems have had multiplication. Alright, let's see what problem 3 has in store. Orlando buys a box of fruit snacks, 18 fruit snacks to be exact. Each box comes with an equal amount of strawberry, cherry, and grape-flavored fruit snacks. He eats all of the grape-flavored ones. Draw and label a tape diagram to find out how many fruit snacks he has left. Okay. First, to find out how many he has left, we need to show how much he started with. We know that our box of fruit snacks had how many? 18. And I'm just going to call them snacks, just to not have to write as much. Each box comes with an equal amount of strawberry, cherry, and grape. So that means I need a section for strawberry, cherry, and grape. Strawberry, cherry, grape. How many of each flavor are there? Well, I don't know that part yet, so how can I figure that out? Hopefully you're thinking we can put 1 in each group until we get to 18. Go ahead and do that. How many did you get in each group? I got 6. So I'm going to label my one section 6. Now, that's not answering my question for how many fruit snacks he has left. I know that he ate all of the grape flavored snacks. So, how can I show that on my tape diagram? Let's cross off grape. How many fruit snacks does he have left? 6, 12. He has 12 fruit snacks left. Remember, we always circle our answer. What number sentences could I write to match my problem? I know that I started with 18 fruit snacks. And if I'm putting fruit snacks into equal groups, that means I'm dividing. What did I divide by? 3, because there were 3 different types of fruit snacks. Then I found out there were how many in each group? 6. After that, I had 18 fruit snacks, and I took away 6. 18 minus 6 equals 12. So that's how I got my answer. All right. This last one is a 2-part problem that actually shows me where my 2 different parts are. So you'll experience problems like this on your park test. You'll be given information, and then it'll have you do different things with your information. That's what this A and B means. Eudora buys 21 meters of ribbon. She cuts the ribbon so that each piece measures 3 meters in length. How many pieces of ribbon does she have? So my first job is finding how many pieces of ribbon does she have. I'm going to use a tape diagram because it looks like a piece of ribbon. I know my ribbon is how long? 21 meters. And to abbreviate meters, I just put an M. She cuts the ribbon so that each piece measures 3 meters. 1, 2, 3. I don't know how many pieces there are. So I'm going to do groups of 3 until I get to 21. Okay. Notice I have a little bit of room left on the end of my tape diagram. That's okay. I'll just cross it off. Okay. How many pieces of ribbon did you end up with? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 pieces of ribbon. Now I need to do part B. If Eudora needs a total of 12 pieces of the shorter ribbon, how many more pieces of the shorter ribbon does she need? So what that means is, we know we have 7 pieces of ribbon, but Eudora needs 12 pieces. So how many more pieces of ribbon does she need? So what we're saying is 7 plus something equals 12. I can flip that around by taking my total, 12, and doing a subtraction problem, minus 7. 12 minus 7 equals 5. 5 more pieces. Circle my answer. Circle my answer. That's all we've got for today for this lesson. Don't forget to save as M1L21.